Kinetic Strike Drop Troopers Book 2 by Rick Partlow, non-spoiler review. Hello, welcome to the channel, Unity151. My name is Joe. I talk and review military sci-fi, space opera, science fantasy, or space fantasy, whatever it's called, books and audiobooks, so please like, comment and subscribe. I'll talk about 5 topics that I personally like within the story, hopefully it's what you guys like as well. Those 5 topics are story and world building, characters, first and secondary characters, battles, technology, machines of war, whether that's spaceships, ground forces, tanks, stuff along them lines, aliens, and or who the enemy are, depending what the enemy are. Everything in this video will be done without spoiling, or to the best I can do without spoiling. If you want to watch the spoiling video, there'll be a link popping up here somewhere. Watch that one, I'll go into more detail, but exactly the same thing, the 5 points I like, give the star rating, but this time I'll go into detail about each thing that happened. You'll know actually exactly what happened, basically. Boom, boom, somewhere there. Kinetic Strike, I listened to an audiobook, and I'm going to read the summary, which is on the audiobook, Audible, Thingible, whatever it is, and then after about the summary, they'll give you a gist of what the story is about. You know, that's the best I can do without spoiling nothing, and then I'll then talk about the 5 points after that. Right, summary. The war made him a hero. Now the Marines need him to be a leader. Cam Alvarez is a drop trooper, a warrior knight wrapped in the futuristic armour of a high-tech battlesuit. And he's one of the best. When he's promoted to sergeant and asked to become a leader, he faces a whole new challenge. The Marines are striking deep into enemy territory and the casualties are mounting. Cam is torn, knowing his job is to follow orders and carry out the battle plan, even if he doesn't agree with it. But his squad have become his family, and now he's being asked to lead his family into battle, knowing it will all mean their deaths. Can the Marine squad leader come up with a better battle plan than the High Command? Their High Command, their piece of work. And will anyone listen to him? Oh no, will anyone listen if he does? Grab the explosive second installment of Rick Partlow's newest military sci-fi and space series and find out. Sorry, apologise. Yeah, right, so I'll go into the first points and then we will then, proceed on, and then you'll get gist of what I thought and if I liked it or didn't like it and stuff. I liked it, that's what I'll point out. But then we'll go on from then. So that's the summary. First off, this book, now I like the first book. The first book was good. I enjoyed it, but I felt like it was just like it could have been like a couple hours longer, or it was just missing some bits, and it just didn't, a few things just, I didn't feel quite fulfilled. This one smashed it. From the get-go, it was just, balls deep. I loved it. It smashed the first book. I liked the first book. This one was just up there, like, your levels. I'm looking forward to the third one. I really am. I've really bought it. And I've just got to finish listening to something I'm going to listen to, then I'll get onto that one next. Here's a link to book 1, where it says non-spoiler and the spoiler review. One of the two will be there. If you want to watch that first, then watch this. Most of these are going to be quite brief, my 5 points, because I can't really go into detail. I don't want to spoil nothing. So that's that really. So start off, I've got it here. Story and world building. Good, happy, I enjoyed it. You learn more for the enemies, and you learn more on your own side. Bit of politics, not loads, a little bit of politics, a little bit of between the different factions in the military and stuff. And yeah, that was good. No, I liked it. Very, very happy, enjoyed it. Everything flowed with the story. Pleased, very pleased. I'll give it 4 out of 5. Characters first and second. Much better than it was before. Cam, solid guy. He's witty, sarcastic. I like him. Solid in the first one, solid in the second one. He's he carried. Some of the secondary characters, I can't talk about them, can't spoil them, but I connected a bit more to them. One guy at the beginning, really connected to him. You've got the leader of like their lot. I can't go into detail. I liked him still from the first one to the second one. There was another one, a young lady called Vicky. I liked her. A few other characters. They was good. They was alright. I'm happy with that. I'll give that a 3.5 out of 5. Battles, really, really good. I feel like I was a part of it. I loved it. Just from the beginning, when the first main battle happened, I was swept away. Really, really was swept away with it. I just can't believe how good it was. I personally liked it. Just, you know, everyone's different and whatever, but the stuff that happened with the aliens and the Marines and the drop troopers, I loved that. It was crazy, but I personally thought it was crazy anyway. You had the 2 big battles, you had a few little training missions and a bit along them lines. I didn't feel like I think the first book had a bit more training. Obviously you had to train your main character up, so you have to go through that. But it felt like a bit more training to like the missions, where this you had a little bit of training, but 2 big solid missions. And that sold it for me. I really, really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. The first battle was really, I said it a little bit a second ago, was really good. I really enjoyed the first battle. The second battle, even though the second battle was really good, completely different to how the first battle was, but because of how good the first battle was, it felt like the second battle was a bit, oh, I can hear this dog looking, drinking. But the second battle definitely felt undershadowed, but it was still really good, and it's a solid 4 out of 5 for me. The battles were good, the detail, I felt like I was there. They're running around jumping and missiles and shooting and blasting, and there's these big things and little things and different ships. The battles, loved it. Technology and machines of war, better than the first one. What I said in the first one is I felt like stuff was missing. You had the drop troopers, which I didn't actually do a very good job of describing the drop troopers, because they got like different sort of weapons, lasers, look, not lasers, I think they're lasers, I can't remember actually. Missiles, obviously got the grenade, I think grenades. They can jump up and down, which is like the main thing they can do is they can jump up, sort of scout, come back down, and I didn't really talk about that very well in the first book, so I apologise. But with that, I still felt stuff was missing. Like in the first one, it was just sort of them. There was no supporting. Like you don't just have Marines and that's it. You have like, you know, tanks, jeeps, trucks, different stuff, aircraft, all sorts of stuff. But it lacked where this one didn't. This had a pool of vehicles, from space to ground vehicles, different. You got like a mech thing, and you got 2 different types of drop trooper suits, I think 2 different drop ships. Or I think there's 2 different drop ships. There's a fighter craft, but it might have been, you know, sure, it's 2 drop ships, fighter craft, got your spaceships. Even though your character isn't fighting, because you just follow Cam, you do see that stuff, because he does stuff to be able to see that. Good, loved it, absolutely loved it. Being able to see, which in the first one was good, but being able to see it from the second one again was really good. The difference in the technology and the machines of war, I felt more believable that there was different units that had different jobs and stuff. Because of that, it just fleshed it out, and yeah, I enjoyed it. That was good as well. Very, very good. You have 2 your 2 drop ships and a fighter craft, I believe. You've got spaceships. I said before, you've got 2 different drop trooper suits, and you've got your spaceships. With all of these, I felt like the pool of vehicles was much better than how the first one was, as well as Cam sort of hacks into the system so he can see what the pilots see or something. So you get a point, you get sort of a point of view of the pilots, because Cam's hacked whatever. So because of that, you get to see other stuff happening that you wouldn't see just because he's obviously, you know, strapped into a blinking suit in a box, hoping not to die as they're trying to troopers drop into the battle zone. I like that. It was in the first one, it was in the second one. That made me happy. It was very fleshed out, and it felt more believable this time because you had more units and more dedicated units doing different jobs instead of just the one unit that does everything. Because of that, the whole thing felt bigger. 4 out of 5 again. Really, really good. Aliens and Who the Enemy Are. Good again. Loved them. Interested. I'm committed. I want to know more. I've got, you know, I bought the 3rd book. 4th book is coming out soon, I think. I believe he did. I spoke to him on a little chat thing, and I'm pretty sure he said the 4th book's coming out soon. So I'm going to be on that. I'm going to start listening to the next one. Anyway, I'm diverted. Whatever way, back to the aliens and stuff. You learn more about the aliens. The alien females are fruitcakes. They are absolute psychos. I mean, the male ones are psychos anyway. But the females, they're doolally. Absolute doolally. I do not. I think I'd rather take my chance with a male over the females. The females scared me. They're just nutters. Really cool, but they're nutters. Some real crazy stuff at the beginning happens with the females and stuff. And it just, I didn't see that coming, and I really enjoyed that. So you learn a lot more about them, a bit more about their motives and what they want to do. There's a bit more of a theory about them and linked to humans and another species of alien and some little, nibs and stuff. Really good again. I'm happy, I'm intrigued. 4 out of 5, thoroughly enjoyed it, I really did. As you can tell, I enjoyed the book. It's a 4 out of 5 book, solid. I'm happy. Getting the next one, gonna get the next one after that. I would say, get it, do get it. It's worth getting it, worth listening, worth reading, whatever your preference is. I don't know what more I can say to that, really. This is my personal opinion on Kinetic Strike Drop Troopers Book 2 by Rick Partlow. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. So this is my personal opinion. Spaceships. Everything in this video will be story and world building.